Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. I'm Tommy, joined by Murphy.
Hello.
We're back with this week's top 5 comics for the week of December 4th, 2024. We're almost at the end of the year. December can get weird. Usually there are some rough weeks. This is not one of them. This one is pretty exciting. We had a lot of things that could be. I think this was the quickest we picked our top 5 in a while. There have been a couple of good weeks, but this one was good.
Hell, this week's got honorable mentions too. There are things that didn't make the top 5 that definitely should have. We got a lot of good books this week.
Yeah, so maybe that'll be our post discussion, our honorable mentions, and we'll just kind of ramble after our top 5 about, just different things.
We sure love rambling, that's for sure.
That we do. So let's get rambling with our number 5. We have The Avengers, number 21. So it's Avengers vs. X-Men. Jed MacKay pits his Avengers against his X-Men in a story that sows the seeds from some major future developments. Captain Marvel and Cyclops square off. Scarlet Witch and Magneto finally confront their history. And Storm's loyalties are put to the test.
This one, like I was telling you, it's Jed MacKay writing both series,
which is super cool.
I actually like both series a lot. Like
you still pick up both?
Yeah, so I still pick up Avengers and X-Men. I've tempered my X-Men pulling, because it's already out of control.
It's
like 7
it always
books.
Is. Yeah.
So
I go all in or nothing.
Yeah, I pick up Uncanny X-Men and X-Men.
Okay.
X-Men, I'm gonna probably only pick up X-Men continuously because Ryan Stegman draws
fair.
it.
That's fair.
Got love for my man,
That's fair. That's fair.
So if money goes in Marvel's pocket, it goes in his pocket. I'm okay with it. But I like both stories a lot, and the teams are very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're taking another stab at some sort of Avengers versus X-Men, which is, arguably my favorite Marvel event.
Do you think Disney goes there?
What, in movie form?
Yeah.
1,000,000%. Like, how can they not?
Yeah.
Once they have all the pieces in place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's been slow getting the X-Men involved.
That's going to be an expensive movie, though. The cast for that has to be.
They don't care about money. like they went back to paying Robert Downey Jr. again. They're fine.
Fair.
But no, like I said, the original event was one of my favorites. So I don't think this will have the same consequences. And, it's not going to be big like that event was. But
right.
I'm definitely excited to read it. It's always a good matchup.
Yeah, no, for sure. Speaking of good matchups, we got Batman 155 as our number 4.
Murder has rocked the heart of Gotham. Batman and Jim Gordon will have to piece together the clues and discover the truth, no matter how dark. Has the Riddler really gone legit? Is the Court of Owls involved? Meanwhile, public sentiment is turning against Wayne Enterprises' public initiatives, with new hero Commander Starr sowing the seeds of discontent. Zdarsky doing the Court of Owls.
Gotta love it. I'm excited. I have not read this yet, obviously, or 154, but I read 153, and I'm very excited to dive into this arc.
Oh, I'm actually really bad, Tommy. I read the wrong one. I read the last solicitation.
For 154?
Yep. After the shocking events of the last issue, feeling, but the investigation isn't over just yet. The Court of Owls is intent on destroying Bruce Wayne's life, while Commander Starr continues to stoke the flames of civil unrest in Gotham City. It all heats up in the unforgettable new chapter of The Dying City. So, same thing.
The story continues.
So, no, I've liked how Zdarsky's doing it. Didn't you say that they put an end to Zdarsky's run? Like an end issue?
Yes.
Like 160 something, right? Or 170?
I believe so. I don't think it's after. It might be after this arc. Yeah, because it looks like 158. That looks like Jim Lee.
Oh, really?
158 is a Jim Lee cover with no solicitation so far. So
Interesting.
writer Jeff Loeb is taking over 158 with Jim Lee on it.
Oh, so this seemingly will be Zdarsky's last arc.
Yes.
So it's kind of obviously it's one of those things. The writer on his way out has to do something to switch things up, change the status quo in some form. So I mean, I think the Court of Owls is a really good way to do that.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see it coming back.
Also, I feel like they haven't had much representation in the comics in a while.
Yeah, I mean, they're relatively new. They pop up. Yeah. But I think that's kind of their thing, though, right? They're always behind the scenes.
Yeah, they're always somewhere. It's not always the Talon coming out and
right
killing somebody. But yeah, no, I love the Court of Owls, and I mean, especially if this is going to be the end of Zdarsky's time, like I'm sure he's going to kill it.
Yeah. Because then we go into Hush, the sequel to Hush.
Yeah, so I figured that was going to go through this main run, so that makes sense if Jeff Loeb's doing it.
Yeah.
Man, does that mean that my boy Jorge Jimenez is going to be done?
Yep.
I mean, he's already not writing all of it. He's doing drawing all of it.
He is on the last issue with Tony Daniels, but
man, his run on Batman has been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's since Tynion.
Mm-hmm.
It was him and Tynion. Mm-hmm. Tynion left.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Williamson. He was still there. And then on to Zdarsky.
Mm-hmm.
Still there. I mean, he's
on and off. He was on and off, but yeah.
Yeah, but still mainly.
Sure.
Like most of the big events were him.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Man, that's sad. Yeah. I'll have to read whatever else he's doing.
We'll have to see. But next up, we got Two-Face as our number 3 this week. Harvey Dent's greatest trial begins. After years of internal conflict, both halves of Harvey Dent have reached an uneasy peace in DC's new Two-Face series. Harvey uses his skills as an attorney to resolve the conflicts of Gotham's weirdest and most dangerous criminals, starting with Victor Zsasz. When Zsasz is accused of murdering a fellow member of Gotham's underworld contingent, who better to prove a criminal's innocence than someone who's been on both sides of the law?
Two-Face, man, they never keep him down.
No.
It's wild to me how much they do with Two-Face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel like every couple of years we get a Two-Face miniseries. And I can't see this. I doubt this will go past like 12 issues.
That's what I'm saying. As much as I love the Batman Rogues gallery, yeah, we can't have it being ongoing all the time.
No. Unless you're Catwoman. Unless you're Catwoman.
But she's gone the way of Venom. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Very simple pass.
Now is a full anti-hero that, is always relevant. But no, Two-Face is always a fun character because I like the way they do the duality of his personality.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He was recently a big part of Detective Comics, and it was really good. So I'm hoping they kind of keep with that. It was very dark. Like Harvey's mostly in control, but Two-Face is, would make deals to gain access to the main psyche.
Mm-hmm.
So you want this done, you got to put me in charge for this amount of time. So I hope they keep that up.
Yeah, I do too.
Also, they're talking about after the success of the Penguin show, I think Two-Face is primed for being part of the next one.
I could see that.
I mean, the Penguin was so good. Like they figured out that they can do these villain stories. And Batman doesn't show up. Like the last episode, you see the bat signal, but that's it.
Yeah.
You never see Batman.
Is it done now? So is it over, Penguin?
Yeah. And it set up the Court of Owls.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so we're thinking Victor Freeze in the Court of Owls and Matt Reeves' second Batman.
That would be cool.
That would be good.
So
But
wait,
yeah,
does
so
Penguin ties into the Matt Reeves Batman universe?
yeah, it's Colin Farrell.
Oh,
So the Penguin takes place immediately after the events of the Batman.
okay. I didn't
So
know that.
Carmine Falcone is dead.
Yeah.
And then it's him, like it's basically the underworld trying to figure out the power vacuum after Carmine dies.
Okay.
And then at the end, there's that whole flood when Riddler blows up um, the Watergate thing. Um, so part of one of the characters, his family was killed by the Riddler in that attack at the end. Things like that. So it's directly connected. So they've got it figured out. So they're going to keep on throwing in shows for villains to build up the universe as well.
Interesting.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Two-Face in the probably after the next movie.
Yeah. Cool. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 2 this week, we have all new Venom number 1.
Who is the all-new Venom? The smiling, swashbuckling spider hero New York loves to hate to love is back. And more fun-loving than ever? That's right. It's Venom? An all-new host is taking the symbiote in a whole new direction. But who? It could be the journalist, the terrorist, the sidekick, or even the mayor. We're giving you all the clues, good believers, but you won't know until the mask comes off. Writer Al Ewing takes Venom in a completely new direction with artist Carlos Gomez, bringing the story to gorgeous life. All new Venom, baby.
Surprise!
I do hope it truly is all new, though. Like, they've done a lot with the character, obviously. Like, since The King in Black.
Yeah.
I mean, the stakes just... I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like the stakes just got too high. You know, it's like for him to be still Venom, you know, it's like it's the same character, but the growth is like, oh, I'm a Spider-Man villain. Oh, I'm the king of all symbiotes across the universe.
Yeah.
Right. You know, like I travel time and stuff like that. It's like,
do you now?
You know, like it got a little crazy. So I'd like to see it get back to a little bit more, you know, down to earth. And I think a new host, you know, outside of Eddie or Dylan Brock is a good way to do that. So I definitely am interested. And now Luke Cage is currently the mayor of New York in Marvel, though. So if Luke Cage gets the symbiote.
True.
Yeah, that would be cool.
True.
So I'm interested to see. Now, I will say, for all you variant people out there,
there's some good variants.
Venom number 1, dude. It's got some good variants.
Of course it does. Of course it does. This year's Venom number 1. Is there how many Venom number 1s were there in 2024?
This will be the 3rd, possibly. Yeah, I think this is the 3rd. Now, I'm counting one of them as the Venom number 1 from the event, the Venom War stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, no, I think with that, it's 4. Yes. 4. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine.
That's fine.
My whole thing now is, again, I think the stakes got too high on Venom.
Yeah.
But I do like that Venom has gone this way. But they've been beating that symbiote horse for like 5 years now. And that's cool. That's cool. But like
King in Black was a while ago.
It seems like I mean, I'm about to try to sell King in Black issues before, you know, they go down too much after that Venom movie, you know? They're saying Null's going to be in the main MCU at some point. Like, I'm getting them out, you know? But I feel like we've had the Summer of Symbiotes like 3 years in a row. We've had 4 events, whether it be Carnage, Venom, King in Black. Like, there's just been so many. Just like let's just calm it down. Like, literally everybody has had the symbiote.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can count on one hand the characters who have not touched the symbiote, and they were murdered by a symbiote. So, yeah, it's like I think we could calm down on Venom.
Yeah, yeah.
But Al Ewing's gonna be great. So this might be worth a peek inside.
Absolutely. But what I'm really excited for is our number one, Snotgirl. It's back. Snotgirl is back now that allergy-suffering fashion influencer Lottie Person is officially in a couple with Caroline, the girl of her dreams. What kind of trouble will they get into next? Find out in this long-awaited new issue, picking up where Snotgirl 15 left off. So, Snotgirl, if you do not know, has 3 trades out. It went to issue 1 through 15. And then 15 came out in March of 2020. So it's been a bit.
Yeah.
But this comes from Brian Lee O'Malley. If you are a fan of Scott Pilgrim. Yeah.
Now, do you know what caused the
delay?
No. Wait? I mean, no. COVID, obviously.
Probably.
If the last issue was March, you said, of
2020, not 2019. Well, I guess it was shortly after. Yeah.
2019, we were just hearing about it,
That's true.
They were like, it won't get here. So, but, I mean, yeah, so obviously the pandemic had some sort of impact on it, we saw with every book. But that's crazy. Almost 4.5 years since an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I never read this, so I'm definitely interested in.
It's worth reading. It's very well. It's a good story. It's a lot of fun,
and especially if they're just 3 trades.
Yeah.
I can run and just go grab 3 trades, and I'll be done with them in a day.
Yeah, they're quick reads too.
Is it like Scott Pilgrim?
Yes, it's if you like Scott Pilgrim, you'll like Snotgirl.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested. I
mean, it's definitely more modern. It's in a similar vein, but just in a more modern setting, I guess.
Okay.
And the main character being a woman instead of a boy.
Oh, yeah, instead of Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Who will just always be Michael Cera to me now.
Yes, of course.
No, but also the reactions to this coming out are overwhelmingly positive.
Oh, it was very popular when it was coming out, and it was very sad when it stopped.
Yeah. Now, I generally believe the comic book fandom is pretty, good.
Like,
but sometimes get a little wild too.
Yeah.
And the comments I've been reading are all positive, so I was like, good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is just as exciting as Saga coming back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to pick up the trades and read this one.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's a lot of fun. My wife really likes this one too. So I'll be picking this issue up on Wednesday. Along with our honorable mention, Absolute Superman number 2. Yep.
We got Absolute Superman.
That comes out this week. Excited to pick that back up. Number 1 was really good.
Anybody who's been watching these videos since the Absolute stuff started.
This is the first week there isn't an Absolute book, I think.
We didn't put it on there, but we gotta let you know it's happening.
Gotta let you know it's coming out. If you enjoyed 1, grab 2.
The noir edition too of number 1. So the black and white cover for
so if you miss one, you could pick up both. That makes sense to do that on the same day.
Yeah, so basically they've been doing it as the noir comes out the same day as the next printing for the one before it. So Absolute Wonder Woman, I think, has a next printing as well.
Got it.
But other thing that popped up that I saw, Something is Killing the Children companion for number 1, another art companion book.
Oh, cool.
So we've seen the one where they did this before with the actual art of number one. Now this is going to be covers throughout, like
Okay.
Werther Dell'Edera
Yeah.
covers throughout the series so far. Which there have been some awesome covers. So that's something if you're big something is killing the children fan, that's going to be a big one too to pick up. Well, let's see. I think there was something else I was thinking about too. Oh, the Ultimates number 7. We're getting ready for. They're doing a 1 year in one shot for the Ultimate Universe. So
This
that's
week?
gonna. Not this
No.
week. I think it comes out next week.
Okay.
On the 11th. Yeah, so this is the last Ultimate issue before that. So I'm interested if the Ultimates is going to lead into that, because obviously they have to, they've been waiting for the Maker to come out of the city, so they've been trying their best to get all these heroes activated across the globe and stuff like that before the Maker comes out. So I think that the one shot is going to tell us what's happening with him. And then we just found out that Ultimate Wolverine in January
That's going to
is
be good.
actually, yeah, he's actually like the Maker's secret weapon, not the hero that I thought he was going to be. Because they made it seem like, oh, this is Wolverine after he's been at it for a year.
Yeah.
But it seems like that's not exactly true. It seems like he's being used by the Maker to enforce whatever. So like I'm definitely hyped for the next year of the Ultimate Universe. The fact that it's already been a year is crazy.
That is pretty crazy. I've been catching up on Ultimate Spider-Man, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man, I'd say is, obviously my favorite. Now I've caught up on Ultimate Black Panther. And I really like it.
Nice.
I think it's very good. And then I was going to start catching up on Ultimate X-Men. But I stay current with Spider-Man and the Ultimates at this point. Let's see. Anything else?
Wasn't seeing much.
We're just getting more Christmas stuff starting.
Yeah.
DC's Batman smells Robin laid an egg number 1. No, I think that's the end of honorable mentions too. There's a couple in there.
Yeah, there's a couple. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just doing one more scan, but I'm not. Oh, there's the DC Horror Presents. Those are fun.
Where's that? Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that cover looks crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if I saw Batman that scared, I'd be fucked up.
Right?
I'd be so messed up. Oh, I like the other cover for it too. Is Crypto holding Batman's arm?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Cool. Well, until next week, when this week's comics are last week's comics and next week's comics are this week's comics, we'll catch you guys later.
See ya.